cold at the touch, dead in the eyes, no signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. Black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. Just black and white. No more. Black and white, just let me go. It's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. White, white, white. Just let me go. It's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. White, white, white. Black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. Just black and white. Black and white.
Let me see. There we go. My mic is active now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's try that again. We are here for the Mobile Mayhem 2021 Season 1 Battle Royale event. Guys, what a day we are going to have. We have 4 games ahead of us. This is going to be a huge tournament. It's going to be a 4-game series and a 4-episode series. So we're actually going to have 4 different streams with 4 games each stream. So this is going to be pretty huge. Some of the things that we can look at while we are loading actually into the lobby. These guys are very, very, like, they are on top of it, guys. But how's everybody doing, dude? I don't want to go ahead and just, like, jump straight to the rip, but, dude, how's everybody out there? Y'all good? Imperium, I know you're good, right? Man, I don't know what is going on with my audio, bro. It's like, let me reset. I don't like I said, OBS got absolutely reworked after. There we go. I think everything's good. Say something for me, Imperium.
Testing. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6.
There we go. We are good. We are set. It looks like we are actually taking a look at the rules here, but with that being said, we can see some of the 4-week league, 4 rounds TPP squads, banned classes, Trapmaster, Smoke Bomber, Defender, Desperado, banned weapons, NA-45, Echo, War Machine, Tempest, Annihilator, and Purifier. Some of the banned transportation, helicopter, and tanks. We'll actually take a look at the scoring system, but until then, we're actually going to go ahead and jump straight we are live, ready to kick it, guys. At Imperium, I'm gonna let you take it off the rip, dude. Who are we taking a look at first?
Well, just having a look. Obviously, that plane path is quite heavily down south, so it does allow a lot of that north to be unoccupied for now between nuclear plant, overgrown, Sakura, bus station, etc. But checking on over, it seems like we have 2 teams that have dropped down in towards this area, which is Team 21 and Team 24. As I just look to my lord, why isn't things switching over? There you go. Okay, that should work now. So that's going to give us a bit of an idea. As Team 21 and Team 24 both drop down in towards this standoff area. Okay, this is sorry, I'm trying to get used to the camera system. Why isn't? Okay, this is so weird. My apologies. Verdict, things are going wrong, and I don't know why. Verdict?
Here we go. I am here.
You are...
I am. I had Mike muted there for a second just because I had the dog running through. But we are going to see 2 players for the side of Team 21 be taken out early. Reiki and Jossie going to be down. Juano is going to be the last player alive for that squad. I do believe he got tags in play too, so we're going to be swapping over and take a look at the mini-map. A lot of action over here in this crash area. We're going to go ahead and jump straight down there as we see Team 8 actually taking some action here. Is that WcK's EU team? That's pretty interesting. WcK's EU team, Apex, Patron, Satama is actually going to be in this crash area. They're going to be taking some shots onto this other team, and it appears as though we're going to see these guys go down. So Patron is actually going to be in a power position, and they are actually going to be up to 5 kills at the moment. So
I'm so sorry. I'm having a major issue trying to navigate this to select players, and it's really frustrating me. I don't know what is up with it. It is being extremely hard to navigate and select things with onto this emulator, so I'm really having an issue trying to switch on over to players. So I don't know what is up.
That is quite all right. I actually just pulled up my screen. I'll share it with you in a minute, but keep working with yours. I'm actually going to keep it on my perspective for a second. And is that Narcs? Is that Narcs? Is that the Narcs, like the professional multiplayer Narcs?
Yeah. From Stamina?
Yeah. Oh, that's Grizz too.
Yeah. Stamina are playing. Yeah.
That's right. Look at these guys. They are up to 1 kill. We're gonna see Grizz get taken down there. So they're actually gonna be down to 2 players alive. That's Heady, Head for Death, and Narcs. Angel and Grizz go down. So they're gonna have some action here from this team 4. And guys, they are absolutely giving Stamina the business at the moment. So Grizz and Narcs are going to go ahead and make their rotations back. Narcs is going to be spotted. He's going to be knocked. That is not going to be looking good for Stamina. His Head for Death is going to be spotted too. Shots are going to be taken from Nam here. They might get a knock, and that might be it for the side of Stamina. That's it, dude. They are taken out there.
I'm just restarting my emulator to see if that'll make things a little bit easier. Hopefully, I'll be able to join back in on the game. It definitely is not easy to control. Sorry.
That's quite right. I had very similar issues last night in a tournament that I casted. I completely get it, so I had a backup plan just in case something like this happened. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see my screen at the moment, but I'll make sure to see if I can.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
And we're going to go ahead and see a multitude of teams here. Team 23 down to 2 players, Grizzly and Pumpkin. Team 24 also down to 2 players. And we're going to see some more knocks and thirst here as this game is... This game's only about 5 minutes in, and we've already down to 64 players. So a lot of action off the rip. It is going to push us to this first circle here that's going to be in the Black Market Nuclear Plant Outpost area. We don't have any teams out in the frigid wetlands, but we have some in the harbor area. This migration over to the storm being closed off here is going to force a lot of teams to take some action. I'm expecting a little bit from some of these teams here as we see Naruto AMK actually take some zombies out. Love seeing those guys take zombies out. But as I say that, we're going to take a look at some of the scores here. As I can see, AKA, one of those teams that I was talking about before we even started the stream, off to a great start. 9 kills on the board. It's a 5-point kill total. So these guys are getting 5 points per kill. Now, in this tournament, I did notice that placement is huge portion of the scoring system. Is that right? 50 points for the first place?
Yeah, 50 points for first place is pretty massive, to be fair. But those 5 points per kill, I don't know, man. I feel like that's next level. That is, because you get 10 kills, that's the same as a win, right? That's the same as first place. No, sorry, it's the same as half. But my point is that, 10 kills is 50 points. That is the same as first. So in my eyes, these teams should be looking for kills more than placements, because also it's not just the fact that first place is 50 points, it's the fact that only the top 10 get points.
You're right.
So you have to try and get those kills.
You have to try and get those kills. And as I say that, one of the things that we just saw happen was a helicopter in the air. Not a lot of players, I guess, are aware of the rules, but in the rules stated in the Mobile Mayhem EU Battle Royale event or tournament here, you can't use helicopters. You can't use helicopters. You can't use tanks for obvious reasons. So the tank is an obvious one. The helicopter may be a little more controversial, but it is clearly in the rule state. And I want to say that that's going to be a minus points for the team that used it. So I'll let the mods do their job in that particular aspect. But that is one of the things that I pointed out prior to the game starting. And we are going to continue to see players who use it until they, get that idea in their head that they are not allowed to use it. So Patron's going to go down to a Suda. So we're actually going to be seeing if we can get some action on what team are WcK. They are 8. Yeah, Team 8. They're going to be taking action from Team 9 there at the bottom. So D4, Tito, Cost, and team are actually going to be taking some shots on. Oh my! Tito Cost is actually going to go down to the storm. That's very unfortunate, especially with how low this damage is at the moment.
I'm just looking at team number 7 as of right now, because they're in a little bit of fight on towards the edge of this circle between themselves, Team 9, and they're doing their best to, move towards the circle without actually giving the teams around them too much space. And then also Team 19 are looking to finish off another team in towards this edge of circle area. Because these circles have been shifting up north, you see a lot of cluster of action come down on towards the southern areas of this map.
As you say that, I will take a look at the map, and Team 7 was taking some action there. They've got one in the revive flight, which is a good sign. Any other action, I'm taking a look. Maybe Team 5 might be taking on one of those players from Team 2 as they find themselves in an area where they're kind of alone, but looks like they might be trailing. So we are going to see YZ here on the quad pushing towards the sanitarium outpost. And as I say that, Asuna, one of those players we were just taking a look at, is actually going to go down. So Richard for this team 2 is actually going to get a knock and gets a finish too, as they are just running through the map with this this turreted vehicle. And my guys over at Team 2 are actually racking up some kills. They are up to 3 at the moment, so that's going to be good. Some good plays or some good kill points, but ultimately, with that being said, you would definitely want to expect a higher finish if you're not going to put double digits on the board. Am I right?
Yeah. If you're not going to be putting double-digit kill-wise on the board, you really have to be coming into that kind of top 5, top 4. I'm looking on towards Team 19, going to be taking a battle against the side of Team 24, which is, of course, 2 teams of Siyah, sancak, and UME dudes. It's in towards the nuclear plant area, and it does seem like the Siyah guys have way more of an advantage because it's one player that's standing for UME.
Yeah, he is actually going to be on the brink of elimination here as we see multiple people pushing into the compound that he is currently at. So you said that was Team 19. Yep, we're going to take a look from their view as they are on the brink of pushing this single player, the solo player left for Team 24, and they might get the wipe here as no, I do see a airborne come through, so they might not even contest him. He might be free to roll away. No, actually, we were going to see one player push in. He's not even going to see him there. Shots going to be taken. Get turned on. He fights for his life, and Team 24, UME, actually going to get the frag. So we're going to see how that plans out. No, it's not going to be good. Information was relayed to the teammate. Big Brother came through and cleaned house. So we're going to get the tags scanned for this Team 19. Team 24 is going to be taken out early. They put a few kills on the board, but man, what a series of events there that led to them taking those gunfights.
Well, you gotta be expecting those kind of situations. You gotta prepare for that kind of stuff. The 2 remaining players of Team 19 have been able to go across the bridge while 2 the Karma squad are underneath trying to be the bridge trolls. And now dog tags have been scanned, the circle has been closing, and we are down to 45 players as far as I know, and 17 teams left in this game.
17 teams, 44 players now as we see Apex go down, one of those WcK EU roster players. We've seen them, it's kind of difficult to compete at a tournament like this and only have 3 players, so I would assume they would play as conservatively as possible in a situation like that. Have you ever seen a team with just 3 players in a 4-man lobby?
It happens more often than you think, actually, to be fair, Verdict. It's not ideal, but you adapt to it as you can. What I'm looking at the confidence that's being shown out by the side of the Panther family, Team 13. Shocky going to utilize that power pack of getting up in the air to get that long distance information onto where all the other teams are, because they're in the center of the circle, right, Verdict? And it's important when you're in the center of the circle that you look to control that position. Now, I would like to see one of their players spread out a little bit more, but the fact that they were able to stay on top of the hill, get that information, that is quite valuable.
That is quite valuable, and again, we're going to see another helicopter in the air for Team 22. Definitely not a good move if you read the rules.
No.
Helicopters not allowed in the tournament. But with that being said, that is quite all right. These guys will learn at some point. With that being said, I think it is a great position that Team 13 found themselves in. They're actually going to get the information they need, and they're going to start making those rotations to the top of the side of this other hill right here. That's kind of on the edge of the new circle, but still rather pretty centered still.
Wow, even just guys like using that snowboard, which I've seen is so useful for like all these players. When you get on that snowboard, you go from one place to another. That's why a lot of these teams have no problem playing on the outside of the circle, verdict, because they know they can get into the circle extremely quickly with that snowboard. So you're not seeing too many teams inside the circle up until the very last second. Team 19 now going to come up against Team 13, along with the side of Ronin 9, an invited team, maybe looking to have a little bit of fun along the way.
Absolutely. We're going to actually have a, looks like we're going to have a little bit of a cluster here. Team 4, 6, 13, and 19 right on the edge of this, the brim of this circle. And my guy, this is about to be a battle that is about to ensue. We're going to see shots ensue. Power's going to take some hits. Another player from that roster, Ronin 9, is going to be taking some hits. And wow, just like that, we're going to have one player in Gaz taken out. Also Shocky, so a huge gunfight, leaving Wonderwall the last player alive for this Team 13 roster. And my guy, he's going to be taken out too. Via the Storm, that's got to be enforcing it, bro.
But why did Team 13 go so close to the edge of the circle? They're going to pay the price, but in comes the side of team number 4, AKA. It's going to drive on through to get those final 2 kills, and boom, that is job done. Nicely executed by Team 4. That little bit of kind of third-party opportunity, they were looking down on the bottom of the hills. They moved on up to the top of the hills. Job done. Nicely played by themselves, but the circle does shift down south, and it is the side of DBZ that has the biggest advantage. Currently the only team, bar one of the final player of WcK EU in the circle, but Team 5 are actually going to make their way outside of the circle by those hills. Is going to one of the DBZ players, Shadow, just rocking on top of those rocks, looking for any of the players from Team 4, but nah, not going to bother. He's going to go back up and join his team.
That was quite a thing to see. Zine from Team 4, aka, actually got taken off the top of that hill by that turreted vehicle that we saw earlier on in the matchup. They're up to 15 kills, dude. They are already in contention for a top 10 finish. I'm assuming they would get it. They have all 4 players alive. That's going to give them great placement points, and it's also going to give them superior point placement for finishing in the top 10.
Nicely done. That's going to be Fiora taking out Simple, and Shadow is also pulling out some very good handiwork for his side. So that's once again DBZ really protecting their area in the circle, but they've got to be aware that Fearless Esports is going to be behind them, who are already more heavily inside the circle, but they are somewhat out in the open down on the low ground dip. I'm looking to see what Fearless are going to be able to pull out of the bag. They are having their 3 players all together by those rocks, waiting for the time to strike.
Reloading, cover me.
Let's take a look at that. What team was that you were taking a look? Fearless?
Team 10, Fearless Esports, Team 10.
Gotcha. There we go. I see it right here. They are going to be healing up as we see a multitude of players on the bottom of this rock side of the map. Guys, I wouldn't, if I was Fefa there, I would have jumped off that rock, dude. That was kind of an advantage as we see Payday making him pay for that transition off the rock. But we are going to see a 2v1 and 2 on Payday. Payday is going to be taken out as Escanor comes through with the clutch, having his teammates back. That's going to give them 8 kills on the board as well and give them a top 10 finish. They should be sitting nice and proper like going into the second game.
So last player of WcK EU rocking around in that snowboard yet to be picked off. He has gotten himself into the top 9, but that's not going to give him too many placement points in my eyes. He needs to look to stay alive and survive for a little bit longer.
I agree, but with that being said, 3 players only on the roster at the moment, and you've got 7 kills. That's not necessarily a bad place to be in. He's actually going to be spotted with the shoddy here. It looks like the HS. Oh, Grizzly is going to go ahead and get the kill. That's going to put them out of the game. So WcK EU is going to be out in what looked like the 8th place. And as we talked about, AKA for the longest, they are actually going to be down to 1 player, as Nam is going to be the last player alive for that AKA team. They're up to 16 kills, so regardless of place, that's definitely going to not hinder their scores.
Shadow of DBZ trying to use the Arctic 50 to pop the heads off the side of AMK. AMK are being put under a little bit of pressure. We have 6 teams left, 12 players left standing. It's a full squad from DBZ as the shots are being fired out. AMK are under so much pressure, but they're trying to deal with it the best they can.
We'll take a look at it from the player's perspective of AMK. We got Ackman down. Ackman's one of those players that we're going to hear a lot about here shortly, as we've got something on deck for you guys to take a look at after this first game. So get prepared for a player interview. Won't reveal too much information, but it does have to do with something along the lines of Team AMK. So just, keep that in mind, guys. I don't want to be too revealing. Maybe I was already. That wasn't very discreet at all, was it, Imperium?
No, that wasn't very discreet at all. And
that's okay. I'll go ahead and announce. Yeah, I'll go ahead and announce it. We're gonna have a player interview, a 2-part series. It's gonna be with our guy Ackman. So stick around after this first game. We will jump straight to his first interview, or first part of his interview after the first game ends here.
Now we're down to our final 2 teams. Fair play to the side of DBZ. They did take out AMK extremely well. They're looking so strong overall. And I'm really not surprised that they've been able to get as many kills as they have. 14 kills as they look to heal up in towards the blue of the final circle. And that's going to see them take this game 1 with a total of 14 kills.
That is phenomenal, guys. We'll take a look at the scorecard. We'll jump straight into a player interview. Don't want to waste any time because I see everybody win, dude. I think I'm lagging. There we go. We finally are disconnected from the game. So we'll take a look at some of the player cards and some of the placements and whatnot. We won't do any of the tallying, but we'll kind of speculate. Yep, there we go. We're going to go ahead and jump straight into it.
From Team AMK, formerly Gaming Geeks G&G. Thanks for coming on the interview, man.
Sure, thanks for having me.
So we already mentioned that you're from Team AMK, but where do you live now, and where are you playing out of?
So I actually live in Germany. So originally my parents are Turkey, and they moved when they were like 20, 25 years old. Germany. I was also born here in Germany.
That's interesting.
Studied here. I went to school here, and yeah.
There's a big Turkish community in Germany.
Yeah, it's a lot of friends also from me who are also originally Turkish. Parents also moved at the same age here, and so in Germany, when there's a totally popular of like 82 million people, it's like I believe 3 or 4 million only Turkish in Germany.
Wow. What's your like gaming past or your history with gaming? Did you start with mobile gaming or did you start with PC, console, that kind of thing?
So basically when I was younger I started with a PlayStation 2. I didn't play a lot, to be honest. I never enjoyed gaming, to be honest. When I was young, I was playing PlayStation 2 with my friends. Most likely I was playing outside, football or something else. I believe it's soccer, and in America we call it here football.
Sure.
And that's it. And after years, when I started to study in the university, my friends were playing most like the League of Legends. So I started to play this game as well. And I also got into the competitive scene there. I got an offer from a Turkish esports org called Galatasaray Esports, who is also a football.
Oh, wow. So the
org,
first
big.
game you started playing in university, you got immediately competitive and started getting some offers?
Yes, but I didn't accept it. My friend did, who played after a while. So it was like my bachelor was nearly finished, so I had only my exam in front of me. So I rejected the offer. It was good money, to be honest, and a good chance to my competitive future. But I rejected because I was focusing more on my bachelor.
Wow, I bet that was a
My
pretty tough
friend-
decision.
Yeah, it was not easy, to be honest.
Okay.
And my friend who accepted it, to be honest, went 1 year after to Team Solo Mid in America. His name is Broken Blade. I was playing with him a lot.
Oh, wow.
And he was playing for TSM in America for, I believe, nearly 2 years. And now he went back for Germany to play now for WcK Esports. So he's one of the best players in League of Legends right now, who was like my duo partner. So we are playing
Oh,
always
wow.
together.
Yeah, good
And,
partners
yeah.
make for some great results.
Yeah. And I'm proud of him. So I sometimes I regret my decision, and sometimes I think it's fine. I have my bachelor, and I don't need to be a big competitive player. Like, I mean, after years, then I started. So I stopped playing after I got my bachelor. I worked for 1.5 years. My friends told me always, and then Call of Duty Mobile came out. My friend told me, "Hey, there's a nice game. Install it, play together." I was like, nah, I don't want to play. And one day I installed it and I played it and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it, to be honest. But I never played tournaments or something like that. I didn't even know what's Discord.
So you started
we
COD
were
Mobile
just-
just on the recommendation of a friend.
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't started it. And my friend stopped playing it. Then after 2 months, I stopped as well for half a year. And then the coronavirus came, or I don't know if it was full half year or several months. But I stopped, and then the coronavirus came in here. Everything was locked down, so I started again playing it. I met people who said we are a clan in the Discord, so I downloaded Discord and came into my first tournament, and yeah.
That's neat.
how I
That's a
basically-
different story than a lot of pro players, because so many people that are at the top of the game knew that it was coming out ahead of time and planned to start playing in the beta, and so they've been with the game for every single day since it released, and you came afterwards.
Yeah, for me it was a bit afterwards, and I also had a lot of breaks between it, and the first the first tournaments didn't also went good.
Yeah.
So it was very bad performance, but after improving and improving, it got better.
That's great. So I have to ask this question because it's what comes up more than anything else. What's your main gun that you're playing with right now in Battle Royale?
Okay. My game gun, I believe, is like the same as every other competitive VR player. It's AK-47.
So
because
is
it's at
the
moment
AK-47 that strong? Should every player be playing AK in BR unless they're a sniping specialist or something?
Yes, if you in Battle Royale you need to have an AR, and the only AR who is at the moment, or the most OP AR at the moment, is the AK-47. You can also find it a lot, so it's not only that only two people on your team needs or can find AK-47. Like if you loot a full place or full
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one AK-47. So yeah, everybody should carry at least one AK-47, and the secondary should be a shotgun or a sniper. Depends on the rules of the tournament.
Okay.
Sometimes shotguns are banned, sometimes sniper banned. So yeah, AK-47 is, in my opinion, the most OP AR.
So what's your preferred sniper and shotgun?
To be honest, I don't play shotgun since several weeks because my teammates are just OP at sniper at playing shotgun. So I switched to only sniper and AR. So I play if it's allowed an A45 because I enjoy it a lot. even if most of the people don't like it if I use it or others use it, but I enjoy it.
If it's effective, it's effective.
Yeah, it's effective. And to be honest, okay, on mid-range or close range, it's not skilled to hit somebody, but if your enemy is far range and snowboarding and then moving around, it's not easy to hit.
Yeah,
So
you have to hit 2 shots.
Yes. So I enjoy playing the A45, but besides of that, most likely it's banned. So I play Locus or my custom Arctic for my drop, for my
Okay.
airdrop.
Because on my iPad I know I'll be able to switch things, and you know.
Absolutely. We are back live, guys. I'm taking a look at my screen. It looks like we got a little bit of fuzziness, a little bit of connection issues. Guys, this is our first time doing a BR event together. I'm a bot, obviously, but I'm going to make it work as we saw. We took a look at the rules and whatnot. We are actually going to take a look at the finishing. So the point system, that was what we were discussing earlier. So we can dive deeper into it. Point system is huge, dude. Placement is key. First place is going to give you 50 points. Second place is going to give you 45 points. Third's going to give you 40. Yeah. I mean, all the way down to 10th is going to give you placement points. 5 points step off for each point. So if you finish outside of the 10th, you better have 20 kills, dude. That's the only way you're going to be able to I feel like you're going to be able to compete at a point system like this. Am I wrong?
Well, yeah, no, like, in my eyes, it's going to be about consistency for these teams, right? As in, like, you can have the most pop-off game you want in terms of, like, getting 13 kills, which is whatever, 13 multiplied by 5, it's like 130 divided by 2, it's like about 75 points or so, or 65 points, plus a first, that's like, you can get basically a good 100 points in one game, but if you finish, like, last in the second game, the work of that one game is like taken away. So you really want to be getting consistently, in my eyes, 30 to 40 points per game, and then you're looking really good. So consistency, I think, is going to be far more important.
I completely agree with you on that. So with that being said, we are actually going to be able to jump straight into this next game. Expectations. I saw some big kills and frags from some of these teams. And then we saw a full finish for the side of DBZ there, as they were able to take that first game. The second game is going to be huge. Which teams should we take a look out for? Who are some of the teams that we should be expecting to perform here?
AMK, DBZ, and actually WcK EU. I know WcK EU didn't do the best because they were down to one player, but I did overall like their position. Also, we can't deny, the potential of a team like Stamina, right? They come from the mobile more successfully, but hey, I mean, not mobile but multiplayer. So coming into BR, I still definitely am expecting big things from Stamina. Otherwise, a lot of these teams, to be fair, I'm not familiar with, so I'm excited to see, as we do see this playing path that's rocked on through Verdict. It's a very, very even playing path, pretty much right down the middle, bar being a tiny bit up north. That's like gonna allow these teams to get to pretty much anywhere they want to.
Absolutely. With that being said, something I didn't notice at all last game, I don't know if you noticed it or not, was there a platform? And I don't see one this game. That's the reason why I bring it up. No, I didn't. That is interesting. I know Gilmania, my co-caster for my other tournament event that we have on Monday nights, talked about the frequency of the platform. But that being said, we're going to see some spreads from Team 8 and 9. They're going to be out in pretty much they're on, as we see Ski Town occupied by one team, Frigid Wetland also occupied by one team. This is actually a pretty even spread. This is interesting. It looks like each team is going to their respective place. We might see some action here with 10, as I see a few players over at Crash Site area.
I tell you, Verdict, just have a look at Radar Base.
Radar Base? Oh, wow.
Oh, look at it. You got 14 there, baby. This is going to be an absolute cluster between all these teams.
Yeah, this is 4 teams, 19, 23, and 11.
Nice.
And 3's kind of split up. They're going to get 1 kill from ᴏꞰ there, and wow. Off the rip, they're going to be on the board with 1. Now, the information is going to be played out to the other teammates from Team 20. That is, it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out, as they are only a 3-man team. Now a 2-man, if you consider the fact that they lost 1 player.
Oh, yeah. Plus, you know, the second they go further away from the side of Team 3, they've got Team 19 a little bit around them, right? So, you know, Cynical are not looking the best in my eyes. The best thing they can do is pretty much stay where they are and hope that the side of Spriggan and Siyah, sancak kind of engage on each other, and then they'll be able to possibly third party. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, as the 2 players of Cynical are being put under fire by JB and ᴏꞰ. But shots are being fired up by Mahu. He goes for that drop shot to look for JB. JB's looking to be healed on up, so it is important that Suna and Impulse look to really wrap around and either create a distraction point or at least support ᴏꞰ, and ᴏꞰ did get finished off.
Yeah, that's interesting. They did not retreat after that. Losing 1 player did not force them out of the equation. We're going to see some aggressive gameplay from them, as Asuna is going to be right around the corner of this what looks like the airport here. And yeah, I'm going to see another player take some shots there, and ᴏꞰ unsuspectedly is fired upon by Impulse.
Perfect.
Impulse is going to get the finish, I assume. Maurer's going to be the last player alive. I don't believe they've got tags for either player, as Mario's has already expired. ᴏꞰ is probably going to be camped out hard, as we see them. They are on the potential of being wiped, but they did get 1 kill out of that picture, which is not a bad way to go out, if you ask me. So I'm taking a look at Team 7. They're taking some action too from looks like Team 6. Team 6 is on the outskirts of or they are on the outskirts of Sakura. Team 6 is actually going to be in the heart of Sakura. So we are going to see some action a core here, as Team 7 is going to be pushing Team 6 here on the brink of this Sakura battle. Taking a look at the mini map, still looks like we got some action over at Crash too. I don't know how much action we're gonna have, but radar base is still pretty hot too.
Oh, Snow from Aces. He's trying to run away, but our warrior is gonna look for him. That's gonna be nicely played, and that is a beautiful hunt from Strawhat crew to finish off this side of Ace. And yeah, okay, they're far away from the circle, but just, you know, that aggression, that push to just get those kills and to really kind of pick things up for his side is really good. I like how Strawhat crew pushed that onto Ace, and that's going to be Ace out of here.
That is, and my guys, great start for Team 16, great start for Team 20, as well, not 20, but that's Team 3, I believe. Yes, Impulse and team. They're going to have 2 kills on the board. I'm taking a look at the scorecard. Still a pretty slow game, if you ask me. Not a lot of action. As you said, that map is like kind of spread way apart, as we see the board just kind of get a little. It's not even that much smaller, dude. It's actually still a fairly big circle inside of this first circle closing.
It's a pretty similar circle to the one we saw in Game 1. It's a bit more north, but is definitely, you know, to the west as to what we saw in Game 1. And that's where I really like WcK EU's position in Sanitarium. They dropped there, so they did get a little bit of luck, but there's no reason for them to move away from there because they're currently pretty much in the center of the circle.
We taking a look. I did see some action from our guys over at SS here, trying to see where they are on the map, as they are up to 4 kills themselves. It looks like they might have got a team wipe out in this this radar base. They did take on some action from that team. I believe it was maybe Team 3. No, one team. Yeah, it was Team 3. Team 3 is going to be wiped, so SS going to come through and finish off that Team 3, that Zerton, the guys that we were spectating earlier, who took the gunfights with very early on, they are going to be wiped and eliminated from the second game. So 4 kills for Team 19 here as they are moving towards the safe zone, and they're going to be free to loot all they want here at radar bases. They're going to be uncontested at the moment. So making that transition to the circle is not going to be a priority at the moment. I'm going to take a look at Team 2 as they are on the brink of some encounters here on the outskirts of the first zone.
Well, yeah, definitely the 4-man team of the side of RedMoon going to be looking to push in with that vehicle onto the players of Team 12. And as far as I know, this is an allowed vehicle that you're able to pull out of the bag. So it's going to get them to where they want to go pretty quickly. They're going to look for a player of Team 12. Oh my lord, Richard Rall, come on, you got to find those shots, and indeed he does. That's going to be a kill going over for themselves. And yeah, man, RedMoon are just steaming through these players, taking shots left, right, and center on that truck.
Yeah, they are causing some mayhem here in this battle royale event. That's we are so grateful to be a part of. This is Richard Rall doing Richard Rall things. We're gonna see some shots from Team 1 though. So 1 and 2 actually going to be, that's AMK and our guy Ackman, gonna be taking some shots onto the Team 2 there. They're also gonna have some action from Team 4 who's rolling up, looking to maybe get some third-party action. So Team 2 looks like they're kind of retreating to the other side of this hill. And if you're Ackman and Team AMK, you definitely want to find yourself better position because they're at the bottom of this hill. They're not in any point, any cover. We see Ackman actually in the middle of the field here. No cover. They need to get out of this area before they are encountered because we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams in the vicinity. 6 if you count Team 10. This is about to get spicy.
Yeah, and you've really got to. It's sometimes these teams have to kind of be aware of that. When you have a phase 1 that is so like heavily up the northeast, of course they're going to have teams coming around you from the south and the southeasterly direction. So if you don't move into a circle quickly enough, yeah, you're going to get put under pressure. You're going to get somewhat gate kept, and that's where teams like team number 10, team 16, team 1, team 18, they have to try and deal with each other. And team 18, they're down to 2. They're trying to take 2 fights at once. Black Dog goes down, and now it's just Gooseby that's left standing for side, going to look for 1. But I'd imagine that the side of UME will be able to make a dude out of him. But Gooseby is going to pull into his snowboard and try and get away.
Yeah, if I was him, I would definitely be trying to get away from that action. As we see Team 10 and 16 duke it out here on the outskirts of this bus station area, close to farmland, and we're going to see 2, 3 players actually go down. They're going to be wiped. Team 16 gets the wipe.
Yep.
Completely aced them there. Did not see that coming. They had perfect positioning on the outside of that little warehouse area. Unable to capitalize on the ability to sneak up on Team 16. 16 just turned on them. And we're going to see them continue to turn on teams as Team 18 is actually going to get wiped there too by them. So, yeah, this is a great start for them. They're up to 8 kills at the moment. So, great start for Team 16. Definitely looking forward to seeing how this game ends up with them being at the brink of this halfway point in the game.
Yeah, looking at teams' positions based on these circle shifts, it's gone more up on towards the northeast. We've seen Team 8 pull out a bit of a loot drop for their side. Looking on towards the side of Team 19, Siyah, they are outside the circle, but they do have a pretty easy entry point. There's a player of Team 15. You got to check your corners, and Brood is going to get knocked down, and that's going to be Team 15 picking up those kills. Nicely done from LateEsports. Going to have one either side in that warehouse. Expect the unexpected, my friend Siyah. They're down a player, so now they have to try and do what they can to turn this 3-man fight in their favor, as the warehouse is being controlled extremely well by the side of LateEsports.
Yeah, LateEsports making great use of their quarters. We're going to see Zayna pushed out. Zayna's going to be taken out. Zara, rather. LateEsports going to be eliminated potentially there. Is that right?
Yeah, LateEsports have been taken out of there. Good stuff from the side of Siyah off the back of losing a player. They reacted really well, sticking together as a team, to be fair, wrapping around the warehouse, stopping any kind of disengagement potential from LateEsports. LateEsports were forced to take the fight. The blue zone closed in, and in the end, it was a little bit too much. But I think Team 5 are looking to kind of, I wouldn't say third party this exactly, but at least capitalize off the back of the shots being heard in the distance. And the circle has shifted away, so they do have to also think about their position inside the circle.
Absolutely. With that being said, that circle is going to start getting smaller and smaller here as we are getting to the end point of this match. 15 teams left, 53 players alive. Still plenty of players left in this circle, so there's still plenty of action left. One of the teams that we talked about last game, not getting as much action as last, but this game they are a full 4-man force, as DBZ is in the outskirts of this black market, or in the center of this black market area, outskirts of the circle. We're going to see some shots from Lighty and so, but they're not actually going to get anything on the board as far as kill-wise.
Oh, okay, if you don't mind, RedMoon are down to 1 player. They're down to 1 player, but that's going to be a third party from the side of Born to Kill onto, as far as I know, Dark Army. Dark Army were getting the better of RedMoon extremely well, but like I said, that third party ended up working in the favor of RedMoon, and RedMoon, although they're down to 1, will stay in this game. A little bit of luck never hurts anybody in my eyes, and hey, nicely played by Born to Kill. They found the opportunity to third party, they pulled it out of the bag, but now they have to worry about team number 7 verdict. You've got Legiao Lusitana looking in their direction, while the Arctic 50 shots are being sprayed up. That quick scope shots from Pomki looking to do the damage onto Legiao.
They are up to 5 kills, man. I've been sleeping on WcK, man. These guys coming in, born to kill. They were absolutely born to kill. They're born to wreck right now. They got Team 7 right on the brink. That's going to be Legiao Lusitana. They are going to be on the brink of elimination here, as 3 players are going to get in the airborne. They're going to try and get out of this area, and I don't blame them, bro. This is a gunfight that you don't want to be in.
Whoa!
Oh my God, perfect! It's going to be knocked, but Pomki also going to be knocked. That's going to be a white. Is that Born to Kill being taken out?
No, they do still have 2 players up. They have 2 players up. It was the side of KingsArmy that came in from the skies to put the damage on the Born to Kill and get a little bit of a surprise attack now. Born to Kill do still, for the most part, have the circle, but perfect. What are you doing taking so much damage on the snowboard? Just get the hell out of here and join up with their teammate. Taking needless damage is just not the wise thing to do, because now you've got the side of RedMoon also playing on the northwestern edge of the circle, possibly going to look to take you out, but the snowboards are helping them disengage.
Yeah, you know what? With high risk comes high reward, and I have to say he was able to get both of those tags in. He's going to get the revives, and both of his teammates are actually going to be on the revive flight there. So we are going to see both of those guys back in about roughly 45 seconds. So plenty of action left to be played. 37 players on the board when this revive flight comes through. I'm sure we'll have a very similar amount as 13 teams on the board. I see a lot of body crates on the ground too. So a lot of action ensuing in this next to last circle here, as we are outside of the Black Market Harbor Sanitarium area. We're going to see Richard Raw taking the gunfight from one of this WcK EU team. He's going to take some shots onto Sativa. Sativa is actually going to be super weak. I don't think he's going to be able to get the finish as he's reloaded his BY, but have no fear. YZ comes through and takes out Apex. Having your teammate back was clutch there, and Team WcK EU is actually going to be down to 1 player. That's going to be that Saitama player that we were just referring to. I may have butchered that name, guys, so bear with me on that. I try to pronounce everything possible.
And that's the one thing that I found with WcK, to be fair. Like, yeah, all credit for them to keep one player alive, but, you know, it's happened 2 games in a row now where they've lost 2 or 3 players very quickly. You got to be able to win those team fights, WcK EU, if you're going to kind of come out on top in these BR games, because every man, woman, and child for themselves is, oh my lord, that is AMK. Naruto just kind of Narutoing his way in around these teams. As wow, it is a cluster of action with Team 11 joining on the fun, but they're gonna have one of their players swiped out of the ward. Wiley, Richard Rawl, and Talent are doing a great job as Tito goes down. Team 11 are down to just 1. Hydra's left on his own.
Yeah, Hydra's going to have to be forced to take this 1v4 here. He's actually going to try and retreat. WcK just sank all those bullets into Tito. Tito tried to get away on that snowboard. Just absolutely no. Oh, my God! WcK blast Hydra. I don't even know how he hit those shots, but that AK that Mod 6 and Ackman were talking about in the player interview is absolutely OP. If you're playing Battle Royale, you're definitely going to need to use that AK. And this guy, WcK, is bloodthirsty. He pulls out the Arctic 50, the legendary one, and just continues on his rampage. That is absolutely brutal for Born to Kill there. And some shots are going to be fired on the King. King is going to be pretty much eliminated. He's down to maybe like 20 health there. He's going to have to regen before he peaks this angle again.
But he did get a heal off, and unfortunately, WcK couldn't really connect all the shots needed. But now DBZ are going to continue to be under pressure as Flow goes down. 8 teams there, 20 players alive. You've got this side of Born to Kill trying to push in, but they're losing players left, right, and center because they're not watching where they're going. They're not watching what's going on around them. And WcK is going to fire an output perfect on a sliver of health.
Yeah, King's going to have a little bit of help from his team, but I don't think his team's going to have what it takes to... Oh! No. Nice shots! King and Perfect for Born to Kill are going to be wiped. WcK and Talent make great use of their shots, and this guy WcK is cracked.
He's looking impressive so far. He's looking very impressive indeed. Now, we've got 6 teams left, 11 players, and... yeah, okay, you're looking at RedMoon and you're going, they don't have the majority of the players in lobby, but considering what WcK and Talent have been able to do for the last 3-4 minutes and what being able to witness, I have no doubt they could possibly come out on top. But they're looking to take down Broken of AMK, who's looking to prone down behind a rock as Dr. Leo is just snowboarding his way around. Absolutely not a care in the world with these remaining 5 or so teams, and Team 21, AssasinsElite, have the high ground advantage, and they're trying to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they got a full roster, too, with the exception of Audi, who is currently down at the moment. But with that being said, they do have top control, which is absolutely crucial. The only thing that I would say about this particular spot in the zone is they don't have much cover. But with that being said, nobody has much cover. So this is actually going to be pretty much a free-for-all. This is a condensed circle. We're going to see players inside of the quads and whatnot. Audi is going to be able to recover, and we're going to see some players get in the air here. If I'm Audi, dude, I'm not worried about getting his teammate up, dude. At this particular point in the game, you need to be focused on taking these players out, and positioning is key. So he might be able to do dude, this is an absolute waste, dude. You wasted time. You're going to be 50% health. This is just not great, as we see Vanish, sneaky snake, gonna be on.
Beautiful by AssasinsElite. They're looking to close this one out, baby. Team 7 down to 1. Then you're gonna have 1 player left from AMK, and although AMK had definitely been resilient, it's 1v2. He perks on up. He's gonna find his shots. He's gonna find it, but it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough because in amongst the red zone, he finds it.
Oh! He won! What a guy! What a champion! Dude had a pistol at the end. What did we just watch?
What the hell just happened?
Wow, guys. That was one hell of a finish. Dude came out of the grass, bro. Had a pistol. He had just came back from Revive Flight. He didn't even have a chance to loot. Dude, sneaky like a snake, able to come up and take shots on the both players, get them weak before the health was able to regenerate. What a play by Vanish, dude.
Jesus.
Wow,
that is insane. I was expecting that 1v2 to work out, but yeah, the sneaky snake came out from the grass and just, you know, the venom shot out and he pulled things off. And hey, there's a reason why they're one of the invited teams, to be fair, right? Verdict, they are considered one of the best BR teams in Europe, and you know, showing it right now, AMK. I'm definitely very impressed. But also, to be fair, AssasinsElite, they pushed in extremely well onto RedMoon. They took out last player, I think it was Team 7, if I'm not mistaken, Legiao. And yeah, so AssasinsElite, by no means does that take away from what was a really strong game for yourselves. But you got to be able to close off that 1v2s. You got to recognize that when you're at that stage of the game, there can always be snakes in the grass.
Absolutely. We'll take a look at the scorecard here as we see AMK getting the sneaky first place finish. Second place is going to go over to your guys, Team 21 SENS. Yeah, this has been a great game too, guys. A phenomenal finish. AMK comes through in the clutch, guys. They didn't get many kills, but wow, what a finish. It doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish. Those guys absolutely came through, and you know, with that being said, we are actually going to jump straight into the second interview that Mod6 had with the second part of the interview that Mod6 was able to conduct with our guard Ackman. So guys, bear with us as we get ready to make that transition. I will try and mute the Mobile Mayhem transition screen. I know that thing is loud, so let me see. I'm going to try my best, guys, so bear with me.
With Ackman from Team AMK. And then the other question that always comes up is the third person versus first person debate. So the different points of view we hear typically are that first person is the roots of Call of Duty. There's very limited examples of third person perspective in the Call of Duty franchise. But the other side of that argument is that third person is kind of the competitive standard for battle royale style games on the mobile platform. So mobile battle royale players are that's where you see third person perspective everywhere. Obviously, there are some games that set that standard, with PUBG and being a huge competitive game. But I'm curious what your opinion is of third person versus first person, specifically for the competitive scene.
Okay, so PUBG or the other games like Roots of Survival, I never played. I maybe played 1 or 2 games PUBG. I don't even remember if it's third perspective or first perspective, but I started to play Battle Royale and Call of Duty, and it was always third perspective for me. Sometimes we need to play first perspective in tournaments, if it's the real.
Mm-hmm.
But I never enjoyed, to be honest, playing first perspective. It's maybe because I always played on third perspective when I started Battle Royale, because the movement feels a bit weird compared to, it doesn't feel smooth. Maybe it's a better definition. And for me, it should stay in third perspective and not switch to first perspective in the future.
Yeah, that's I think that's the dominant opinion among competitive players, because there's that the mobile device itself. A big argument I hear is that the mobile device by its nature has a smaller screen, and with a smaller screen, third person perspective helps with the larger environment in Battle Royale. And then also mobile gaming Battle Royale kind of already has a standard as a genre that it's third person perspective. So I like to get competitive players' opinions, because I always think it's interesting to see different sides of that argument. But
yeah, sure. What we also see in the tournaments is, for example, that it takes different skill for a third perspective and also for first perspective. There are players who are performing on first perspective way better than on third perspective, and also the other direction. There are players who are performing really good on third perspective, but not that good on first perspective. So I don't know. For me, it should stay third perspective.
Okay. So do you have any specific content creation or competitive goals for 2021?
So my competitive goals is also the same with my team. We want to be the best and stay the best and win all the big tournaments. So our current big goal is to win Mobile Mayhem in the EU. And towards content creation, I just started with Strawhat, but it's more like for fun because I don't have the best internet. So when I stream, it's not the best quality. And also the sound quality and so on is not the best. So it's only for fun. My friends are looking my stream while I'm playing, and that's it. And I don't have big goals for content creation.
Okay. And this is something that's always interesting to me about competitive players is the training and practice schedule, both on their own and with the team. So what does that look like for you? How much are you playing in the average day, and how much do you train and practice with the team?
I most likely play only tournaments in a day. So we have up to between 15 and 20 tournaments a week.
Oh, wow. So
1.5.
Is that with your whole team, or are you doing some of those individually?
No, with the whole team. Maybe some play more, some less, but the average is between 15 and 20 tournaments a week. Some players are play less and some more, depends on if they play with friends outside of the team as well, outside of our scheduled times. But our team schedule is like 15 to 20 tournaments a week. And besides of that, my players or me playing most likely open lobbies to train.
Okay. Okay. So most of your playing and training time is in those tournaments each week.
Yes. Open lobbies is more likely for fun, but the training and practicing is only in tournaments.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's interesting about Battle Royale is there are a lot of tournaments that go on every day. There's plenty of opportunity. I'm sure that that not a lot of people see some of that, but it's a very active community competitively.
Yes, it's very active. Like it most likely starts with Asian tournaments early in the morning for us. If you want to play it, and then goes to Europe, and then you can also play later in the night if you
you rotate your way around the world.
As well. Yes, it depends on when you have time. So you can play like full day long tournaments if you want them better.
Wow, yeah. So, well, that's about it for the time and the questions that we have. But thanks for doing the interview, and I'm sure that plenty of people want to follow you at the Twitter handle here on the screen and keep up with your progress.
Guys, I am working on getting that transition muted. I'm so sorry, dude. I made this a point. I brought it up earlier on. I've tried muting it. I can't remove it, but as soon as I can figure out how to get that changed, I'll let you guys know. How you doing there? The beautiful Imperium in the building. I see you brushing that big, beautiful hair of yours, my guy. Full head of hair, full beard. Just a big, beautiful man here. Imperium, what are your take on Game 2? That was an absolutely wild finish, am I right?
It was a wild finish. Like, let's be fair. It was genuinely wild. Like, I still don't know how he did it, to be honest. I still don't know how he did it in that 1v2. I would like to see a little bit of a different circle ending, because that Game 2 seemed a bit similar to Game 1 in terms of a circle finish. And, you know, I know it's out in the open fields, but, you know, I would like to see a bit of a different finish in terms of these games. I want to see, like, you know, kind of a very southern circle for this Game 3. I do think teams also need to... One thing that I think is lacking in COD Mobile BR is a level of strategy, right? And I'm aware that part of why they don't need to worry about strategy is because it's so easy to play around in terms of move from one part to another with the snowboard. But the teams that are doing the best are the teams that are going into the game with a lot more strategy. Strategy in positioning, strategy in rotating, and just strategy across the board, right? You know, because yeah, you can kind of roam around, you can drop out, you can do what you want to do, but when it comes to those circles closing in, you have to have a game plan. If you don't have a game plan, you're gonna get caught out, you're gonna get messed up, and you're gonna go out early. That is definitely lacking across most of these teams in this lobby, in my opinion.
With that being said, we are going to go ahead and jump straight into this game 3. Prediction-wise, man, it's a toss-up, dude. I can't keep up with this. It's a lot of action. It's a lot of mayhem occurring here at this BR
what you
bit.
did there.
You see what I did there? That's right. We're going to go straight into the plane here, and I removed the transition for the time being, guys, until I can get something that is something a little more usable. I can't stand the ear rape. I brought it up earlier, guys. We'll talk about it. We'll move on to the action. So we are going to be taking a look at this flight. It looks pretty lopsided, favoring Nuketown and radar base and all this. Interesting to see how these teams play it out. Could see some action over at Sakura, as it's somewhere on the map where it's pretty distant, but still well managed to get to. So we're actually going to see multiple teams pushing towards that area. They may even make it to Kill House. Land at Diner, but overall it is only going to allow one team to go to Nuketown. That's interesting. Nobody else went to this little island here on the southwest part of the map, which is super interesting.
Yeah, that plane path quite similar to game 1, only going from south to north rather than north to south in game 1. And Black Market definitely seems to be a bit of a rocking point in this game 1, where I think 3 teams dropping in this area. You got 15, 11, 13, and 24. Actually, kind of 4 teams, although I do believe UME dudes are looking at this going, do we really want to get involved in that straight away? I don't think so.
I don't blame them. So I'm actually going to see, we actually spectated some action from AMK early on. Broken's actually going to be already on the board with 3 kills. And they are actually going to get a complete team wipe. I'm not 100% sure what team that was, but they are actually going to go ahead and maybe Jossie's team, Team 21. Nope, they are all the way over here in Black Market. That's the team that we're going to be spectating here, is Grizzly and team are going to be contesting on the inside of this Black Market area. So this is a multiple of teams that has apparently been where all of the action's at. Oh, Jossie, get wrecked! Jossie trying to generate a vehicle there. Gonna be spotted and just absolutely obliterated. Perfect's gonna steal the whip and just take off. We're gonna see Team 23 actually retreat from the Black Market area, as they got 3 kills. They're pretty happy with that outcome. They are gonna get better positioning.
I don't get why UME dudes actually move towards Black Market. They kind of dropped on the outskirts. They could have used that to disengage, right? When you look at this phase 1 verdict, it is more centralized on that mainland area with farms somewhat in the middle of that circle. They could easily have rocked across the bridge from Black Market into the standoff area and been a lot safer. But that's what I talk about in terms of, like, strategy, positioning, and just playing a little bit more intelligently. UME dudes lost out because of that.
That is interesting indeed. As we take a look, scorecard, or not scorecard, but map here, we're gonna have LateEsports actually gonna have some contentions from Team 24. It looks like Team 24 is solo. UME is actually gonna be pushing up. That's a rather interesting thing to do. Oh my God! Did my game just crash?
Did your game crash?
I think my game just crashed. Go ahead and share your screen for me again, my guy.
2 seconds. It's going to be iPad, though. I apologize.
Can you share it on Discord?
Yeah. I should be able to. And that's going to be the end of UME dudes. They are out of here just like that. Have you been able to... Verdict.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. All right, we're going to see about getting this up real quick. There we go. It looks like we might be good here.
Okay, so looking at Team 7 right now, Legiao are one of the invited teams. Dropped in nuclear plant. They're looting up for now. They are very close to the edge of the circle, so can't complain with what they are doing as of right now. When we look at team number 12, that's Karma Squad, they're also kind of in a pretty good position. I think they dropped around the diner area / crash, and they're now just rotating a bit more towards the center circle, utilizing the high ground vantage point. Verdict.
I am getting it up as we speak. We should
No
be
worries.
good.
We'll continue to talk while you get that adjusted on through. Team 13 kind of went in the opposite direction a little bit. Panther family, they've gone more towards the north eastern side, using those ropes to get onto those high ground hills just on the kill house area together as a full squad, which is of course going to be valuable. But I'm gonna go on to the side of team number 11, Verdict, because they're definitely close to the side of AMK, winners of game number 2 here in the Mobile Mayhem series. And now they're going to rocket up on those airstrips and use a high elevation point to get a lot of information. It's a lovely 2-2 split as well from the side of KingsArmy, to be honest, Verdict.
We are just about there.
Okay, as I pan on through, team number 1 do have, I think, one of the team 5 players close by, but they're avoiding each other for now, as Broken is gonna disengage away from EBZ and join up with the rest of the side. That's clever, that's wise from both teams. But nobody's in the center of this current circle while the blue zone's closing in, and there's still a few teams on the outskirts between the north, southeast, and westerny areas of this map.
Lot of action left here as we are in the pretty much the middle of this matchup. Team 4 going to be rocking through. That's some pretty good quality from the iPad, I have to say, dude. I'm taking a look at it. I'm loving it. Definitely much higher than the much higher quality than the actual emulator. As I say,
emulator,
I do see like spectator glitch still occur. That's quite all right. And with that being said,
what?
Oh no, the game crashed!
My game crashed too! No way!
What a rip, dude.
Oh my lord. Okay, why is it that we're not having any luck at all, Verdict?
You know what? It is what it is, my guy. It is what it is, my guy.
Okay. I'm reconnecting to the game.
We are reconnecting, so I'm actually getting my emulator. It's a little slower to, there we go. We are back in. We are in this.
Sorry about that.
We are in this like, we are in it like Bennett.
That was quick. That was quick. That was quick. The next circle has shown up as well, Verdict, as it's gone towards the east, the westerly area of this map, with farms still very heavily in play. So the teams on the northeast, the east, and the southeast are going to have to be pretty careful on their push into this next circle. They do have a little bit of time to play off, but you know, I would say that Team 8 and Team 10, they would probably be the ones that are you know, looking to head quite close towards the center circle, as Saitama is gonna shoot on through. Is gonna get a lovely kill onto Fefa. That is it, a kill onto WcK to kick things off. It's their second of the game.
Let's say that. I think I actually might have been... Nope, I'm not. I don't know what's going on here.
You okay there, boss?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back in. I think I might be good.
No worries, no worries. We have just seen the side of Team 10 wiped off this board just like that out of the lobby. Team 10 go. Nice aggression coming out from WcK, using a full squad to their advantage. So that is indeed Fearless Esports. Not looking too fearless right now, as they are gonna move back to the COD Mobile lobby. As you see, a lot of these teams are looking to rotate into the circle. Team 9 also in a pretty good spot as they move in on the northeastern side. That is indeed Dark Army, still together as a full squad.
That is a great. As I say that, my emulator did pull back up. We are going to see both aspects. I'm gonna have yours still on deck, so if you keep your stream up and mine goes down,
I will. I
feel like at this point we're gonna have to continue it like this. We are going to see a 18 teams left, so plenty of teams left here. Pretty open map, if you ask me. This is we're gonna see some action over here at this. What is that? It doesn't. The map doesn't actually tell me the area. It's gonna be outskirts of like Dock and whatnot. Team 16, 1, and 13 here, as AMK looking to take some action from this this squad over at Team 16. So guys, bear with us. Technical difficulties never allowed us to stop a show here, as we see Christie's coming through with broken on the back of this this vehicle with the turret. They are going to be pushing out of the area, so they are not going to be taking any fights there, but they are going to be looking for better positioning. They're going to have a multitude of teams to encounter here at the bottom of the hill on the other side of this, as I believe they're going towards farm area, which is interesting. So top of farm here, and we are... Oh, that's not farm, that's pipeline.
Man, that is a bit of a risky fight that's coming out from this side of Fearless Esports. As we're going to see them go up against the side of Strawhat crew inside the city, along with Team 7. That is Legiao trying to possibly third party this one, Verdict.
Yeah, this has been quite a game that I haven't been able to see much of, but we are going to jump on the... What team did you say that was? I see Impulse taking some shots on the Team 6 here, which is pretty interesting, as Team 3... not many kills on board. They got 3 on deck so far. That's going to be your guys over at Fansegy Spriggan.
Man, Strawhat crew just being torn apart from Legiao up in northwestern side. It is just Zidvan that's left standing, and just like that, Surprise comes in and goes, surprise, mother trucker, and that's going to be a full squad wipe from Legiao onto the side of Strawhat crew inside the standoff city. Nicely done, as the next circle does go up northeast. It's outside of where Legiao currently stand, but they aren't too far away from the edge of the circle.
They aren't, and this circle is about to start getting smaller and smaller. These teams are going to be in much more condensed areas, forced to take gunfights. Interested to see how this pans out, as it appears as though these players are going to have to rotate in. We still have a multitude of teams, Team 11 and 12, all on the outskirt. As you were saying earlier, with a snowboard in your inventory, you really don't have a need to push to the zone immediately. There's no immediate threat if you found yourself in the outside of the zone.
Oh man, I love how aggressive Vanish is, and even the whole of AMK. They're just so, like, you know, no fear, just fight. He's able to get kill on one of the players of Team 20, which is Cynical. Actually, no, sorry, it was Team 5, my apologies. DBZ, and now he's just going to rock away and allow Cynical and DBZ to fight up against each other, along with even Team 3, which is Spriggan, to possibly join in as well.
Yeah, that's going to leave 2 players on this side of DBZ, and we are going to see them taking the hill rather than taking the fight. You know, I don't blame them with that being outnumbered at the moment. I would assume they're going to be waiting to get those tags in. We are going to see one tag scanned, the other one scanned as well, as Vegeta gets both of the down players. What is ᴏꞰ괰 actually spraying at? He's just spraying that little tower area, not going to land anything, but I assume, you know, the wallbang in this Battle Royale is similar to the multiplayer With that being said, I don't think he lands the shot, but he's trying to get, I guess, information here. Oh, we see Vegeta spot Team 12. That's going to be your guys over at Karma. Karma Squad going to take some fire there. What are they going to do to retaliate as they have 3 deep going against a 2-man squad on, well, now they're going to be 4 deep. They're going to be replenished as the revive flight's going to come through. We're going to see Grizzly from B2K, Born to Kill, continue on his rampage. And one of the things that I don't think we've seen a lot of is stamina. Our guy Narcs and Grizz, are they already wiped out?
Yeah, as far as I know, stamina have been wiped off the board. They haven't had the best of games so far, to be fair. Grizzly from Born to Kill, he's gotten himself up in the air to try and get that information and avoid being taken out as the next circle does pop up, Verdict, and it does shift up the northeast once again away from the farm compound. So it is going to be an open field terrain finish that we're going to see come on through, while Team 7 Legiao are going to get in a little bit of a firefight with KingsArmy, if I'm not mistaken, and also Spriggan.
We are going to see the rotations come through as Fura is going to be taking some shots on Asuna. Asuna's going to get thirsted immediately. DBC Shadow is going to take out Vanish from AMK, and AMK is back down to 2 players as they were fully squatted. They're going to get wiped very early as soon as they dropped, it seems like they were immediately wiped. So AMK looking to get some more replenishments here as Vanish taken out, and Ackman, the guy that we were talking about in the interview last game. So plenty of teams left here, 13 with 38 players. Revive Flight comes through. We see these guys coming through as well. Definitely one of those maps that could encourage a little bit of camping, as we have some business in the building. So these guys are going to be holding fort inside of these houses, making sure that they are safe before they take on these gunfights. We're going to see Team 14 taking some shots.
Yeah.
And Shadow as well. Shadow from DBZ is actually going to get some big kills, and Flow as well. So they are up to a pretty decent game. 8 kills on the board for them.
Okay. Ace, you've got to get your... Oh, man. I don't know what Ace was doing, to be honest. Prof, you know, you were just kind of rolling around. You're on the edge of the circle, and you got to think there's going to be people coming in from the outskirts, from the blue, so to speak, and they got surprised by Team 6. Ronan, who are up as a 3-man squad. DBZ are going to be close on by. You have the last remaining player of Team 13, and that's going to be also even Team 1 playing on through, and this is a cluster. I do think Ronan could definitely pull something massive out of the bag here and even claim this game 3, to be fair, Verdict.
This is it's been a close one here towards the end. We're going to see the circle start to small down and open field. Pretty much the same video as game 2. So open field, not much cover. We're going to see teams occupy the outside of the zones. They're even going to opt to use some of these airdrops as kind of a side or a piece to hold some cover here. As we're going to see some gunfights occur from Team 9 and 4. That's going to be 1 cup. 1 cup's going to be 1 shot. So not only is he 1 cup, but he's 1 shot as we see these snowboards come through. And I'm not sure what they're trying to accomplish with these snowboards. It looks like they're just rolling around, trying to, I'm guessing, getting information, more or so less just trying to avoid a gunfight.
Beautiful shots fired by Ronan to get a lovely knock off on through, but he's going to be spotted out inside the roof. What a great turnaround from Gore of Ronan. He just instantly took him out. Now we're down to our final 6 teams, 14 players, Verdict. And like I said, Ronan, I reckon they could win, but not if Legiao has anything to say about it, because they're up as a full squad. They're coming in from the northeast, and they are ready to take on all these teams. And Ronan, they're trying to do what they can to get the hell out of there, but they are, of course, suffering hard, and then down they go. Being pushed out by Legiao, and they face their death.
Wow, 24 kills? Where have I been at? These guys are absolute savages. at the moment. I was taking a look at Team 4 as AKA was taking on some fights. They happened to get a whole squad wipe earlier on near that 18-wheeler container area. Fury's going to pick up another kill. That's 25, dude. 25 kills in a game like this. That's 125 points. That's definitely going to put them in contention to be having his top spot. And that... Is that going to be game? That circle didn't even get small this time. What a class act. What a game indeed. Game 3. We missed a majority at the beginning of it. I'm so sorry, guys. But we are going to see a very strong finish. And our guys over at Legiao absolutely dominating. 26 kills. Slaughterfest, bro.
Yeah. Like, honestly, Legiao were phenomenal. Like, actually phenomenal. You know, when they took that fight, I forget exactly what city it was. But when they took that fight so dominantly early on in the game, or around the mid part of it, that's when I kind of knew that they were going to be setting themselves up for a fantastic game. And yeah, okay, I thought Ronin, you know, were going to come out on top. But instead of taking the fight against Legiao, they tried to push back. They tried to pull away. But you got to realize in a BR game, when you're down to that many players that late in the game, you've actually got to stand your ground and take the fight. You're better off going down, losing that fight, rather than going down, running away, and getting picked off by other teams around you. You've really got to be able to, yeah, you got to be able to look at fight.
Definitely got to be able to look at a fight. We're taking a look at the scorecard here. Team 7, Legiao, is actually going to rack up 27 kills. I said 26 kills. What a phenomenal third game for them. I don't think anybody was even in close. There's only one other team in contested with that, and they put up 10 kills. That's going to be Team 6, Ronin 9, a team that you were talking about earlier. With a first-place finish in 27 kills, dude, they are miles ahead of the competition at the moment. So that is a huge thing to factor in, guys. And, wow, I hate we missed a majority of that first part. I'm so sorry, guys. I know you probably think that we are the absolute worst, but, dude, come on now. It's difficult when we have an app that's not so stable. Like, spectating BR on your iPad is even, you know, a bit difficult. You know, it definitely didn't help that we had those technical difficulties. With that being said, dude, the first 2 games, did y'all miss that? Did we not have a great first 2 games? Y'all gonna blame the, you know, the entirety of our stream on that third game blunder? Come on, guys, you gotta cut me some slack. You know we are always down to deliver some great content, guys. So, not 100% sure what happened there, but we are gonna see if we can get something taken care of on that behalf. With that being said, I'm gonna restart my app. And with that, hopefully get a better connection and allow us to have a better fourth game, so you guys aren't ostracized in chat, throwing us into the pits of fire to let us burn. Dude, cut us a break, my guy. We're trying. Am I right?
Oh, man. Hey, look, it's one of those things. As I said, I'll be the first to say that this is definitely my my first time casting COD Mobile BR. Do multiplayer, I've had little to no issues learning and growing with it, because the spectator side of multiplayer is a lot easier. There's less bugs, so to speak. But yeah, definitely it's something I'm doing my best to adapt to as time goes on. But either way, we'll have to wait and see what goes down, and I'm looking forward to this game 4.
I am too as well, dude. As I say that, we're going to take a look at a trailer from the SKS Call of Duty New Order page, and then we're going to go right back to the webcams. There we are. That'll do it, guys. I'm going to get that transition fixed for you, but that being said, we're not going to get that ear rape anymore until I get the new one up. I'm going to restart my emulator, so give me a few moments. If I had a Be Right Back page, I would put us on that while I got this taken care of, but with that being said, we are going to be completely live until then. Chat now, like I said, dude, you gotta cut us a break, man. We definitely are doing the best we can, given the circumstances. I feel like everything in Game 1 and Game 2 was just absolutely, I felt like it went very smoothly. Game 3 was a bit of a blunder. That's okay. Game loop, obviously, having its issues. I am not, on top of that. I don't make the app, but with that being said, we are going to do our best to get everything A100 before we start this next game. And we're going to see plenty of action going into Game 4. I've got an updated tip or transition screen, so I'll go ahead and get that uploaded for you guys, so that way we don't get ear violated. But with that being said, prognosis for Game 4. We saw, Team 7, Legiao, absolutely destroy teams, and I hate we missed that.
Well, here's the thing. You've also got to understand that, when you have, 25 teams, a total of roughly, 100 players join the game, it's so hard to keep an eye on actually, what teams are consistently doing well. It doesn't exactly say a lot in the spectator side. It's for me, it's a little bit confusing to get used to, but I did notice that Legiao and Lusitana were definitely ramping up quite heavily. I'm excited, and here's the thing, because I'm new to casting BR, I know for a fact that when we get into next week and the week after, we are going to have our teams to highlight. So therefore, we'll be focusing a lot more on those teams and seeing what they can do in these games. Whereas this is week 1, right? This is open season. This is open field. We're not going to be able to catch all the fights, or we're going to miss fights because we aren't sure who are the teams to actually look out for yet. So that's the thing, that it is going to come into play as time goes on. I've definitely already noticed that AMK are a team to look out for. I'm now looking at Legiao Lusitana, Ronin as well, one of the invited teams. I'm keeping an eye on a couple of other teams as well. And as that goes on with the weeks that push on by, that will be even more obvious, a lot more familiar, and we'll be able to pick up on those storylines.
Oh, absolutely. With that being said, I would definitely assume that, in a point where one team is able to get a first place finish and then also get a 27 kill, I just hate this, say it's going to be lopsided on the scorecard, though. When you take a look at it, Game 3 alone puts them in a first place contention, and maybe even uncontested, because a lot of these teams aren't even getting 27 kills in the multitude of 3 games.
Fair.
Is that a fair analysis?
Yeah, it's a fair analysis, but then again, it's it goes with what I said earlier, right? That you have to have consistency behind it. So it's all well and good turning around and saying to a team, hey, yeah, great result in this game, but if Legiao Lusitana finish in 24th, 23rd, if they go out super early, last game, again, that good result that they've just got is kind of cut in half. It's wiped out. So, I haven't seen Legiao Lusitana perform as extremely well in the games up until that third one. So, I'm hoping that they can use that dominance, that aggression, that confidence into this final game.
Absolutely, and all is well and said going into this fourth game. Huge expectations from some of these teams. Definitely cannot discount anybody. It's just really hard to, see a game like that. 27 kills, first place finish. That's almost 200 points on the board. You got to start thinking, are teams gonna, stay consistent at what they're doing, or they're gonna try to change up the strategy to compete? There's a lot of factors in this point. Are you going to go for a higher placement finish? Are you going to go for a higher placement finish and a higher kill game? It's going to be difficult to see how these teams start their transition. And Some of the guys I gotta look out for is you mentioned it, the guys over at AKA, these AMK guys. I've got to take a little bit more. We saw a huge game from Team 2 earlier. That's RedMoon. RedMoon had a very big game on game 2. Now, last game I wasn't so keen on where they were at, but we are going to see this circle drop. It's going to be dead center of the map almost. Split right down the middle. We're going to see a few teams drop off the rip. And, we're going to see a few at Nuketown Pier area, some going towards that practice range crash countdown area. And everybody's just going to spread out there from there.
We have Fearless Esports and KingsArmy both dropping in Nuketown. So I reckon it might be a good place to at least keep an eye in terms of these early fights that might push on through. Also, other than that, actually, yeah, they're the only two teams that seem to be clashing as of right now. Tito's looking for those shots off. We do see, man, this is definitely not going to be too easy for now Team 10 as they lose another play in through the window. Kiko is looking for those shots off while one of the players of Team 10 is going to slide his way through. That is going to be Tito doing a great job getting another knockdown for his side and pick up an extra kill for this side of KingsArmy. They're currently on 2. They're looking for the final players of KingsArmy.
Plenty of action here.
Yeah.
You called it when you said it. Nuketown was definitely going to be the action, and we are going to see ᴏꞰ get taken out. That is not going to be a squad wipe. Escanor is actually going to be the last player for 10, so they are going to go ahead and get that transition in. Fearless Esports on the brink of elimination here is this drop over at Nuketown just was not their spot. They're going to be down to 1 player. Tags are not going to be picked up to my knowledge. Maybe ᴏꞰ's. Nope, we're not going to see ᴏꞰ's, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the mini-map, see as this guy is going to go ahead and get out of dodge. It doesn't look like he's going to be contested by Alpo or Tito, so action is going to subside here. And looking at the mini-map, we'll see the spread and see where we can find some more action. We got some action over at Sakura possibly and some radar base. We'll take a look at Team 4 as... oh no, we're going to see Escanor actually play aggressively, giving away his location. Tito's actually going to be spotted inside of this second story of the building. Alex Poe's going to be exposed at his location too. This might be a break. This might be a reverse sweep though. Oh, how toxic! He pulls the FHJ. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Escanor, did you just 1v? Was it 1v3 or 1v4?
Well, he took the third guy out first. It was well before he got the...
yeah.
It was a 1v3 technically, but that was a 1v2 at the end. Escanor coming through in the clutch for our guys over at Fearless Esports. Wow.
That just goes to show that you gotta finish off the squad. You gotta finish them off super quickly, otherwise it can bite you in the butt. And Escanor, he definitely did the biting in that fight. Incredible job overall. We do see on a side note, Team 6 Ronin, who I was kind of hyping up a little bit. They're down to 1. Powers left on his own. It was Spriggan who have gotten the early kills onto the side of Ronin, so that's going to be, of course, difficult for them to deal with. Just real quick, that phase 1 circle, so heavily up north. Like, so heavily up north. I said, saying during one of the breaks, I'd love to see a snow finish. Man, that could be the case.
It appears as though winter is coming. I am just kidding. That is not a great reference to make. But
so bad.
That was so terrible, dude. I think they, you know what, these guys made comments in the section. They need new casters. Come on, guys. I mean, after that statement, I obviously earned my job right. With that being said, we are going to see Power, the last player alive for this Ronin team, actually transition over onto this side of the map outside of Kill House. And action up in Dormitory is actually going to take us up north. So we are going to see that battle up north in team, it looks like 10. Is that our boys over at Fearless Esports, who got wiped early, with the exception of Escanor. Escanor was the player who came through in the clutch. His efforts are probably going to go pretty unvalued, as a player of his, Fefa, is going to be wiped almost immediately upon dropping. So action is going to take us to, where are we going to go here? It looks like everyone else is pretty spread out.
I'm looking at Team 1. There has a full squad, but they do have, I believe, one of the players of Team 23. It's the last player, Perfect, of Born to Kill, closely behind, and Perfect is doing everything in his power to not get spotted out, but using that vehicle, they're just looking to hunt down the last player, Born to Kill. Perfect jumps out the window. He's gonna try and dance away from Vanish, and he actually does manage to vanish into thin air a little bit. He's gonna disengage away, getting on the snowboard. So fair play to Perfect. He's getting chased, but he's doing his best.
He is doing his best to stay alive, guys, and Perfect, the last player alive for this Born to Kill. He's gonna have to be born to stay alive here, as he's going to be regenerating health. He's going to be knocked. Ackman, thirsty boy, gets the kill. AMK gets AMK gets another point on the board for that, and they are actually going to be up to 1 kill now. So Ackman gets that thirst and puts Team AMK on the board for this 4th game. Something also to note as well is WcK EU actually going to be up to 4 players now. So that is interesting. As I say that, they're down to 3 technically now, but taking some action on the outskirt. This is an interesting place to be at. All snow, border of the zone, border of the actual map too, as we see some red lines earlier. Shots taken from Patron on the Team 9. Tito, Cost, and Feb, and Noobs, and all these guys over at D4. And yeah, Dark Army looking to take on some action from WcK EU. Callie's going to be weak. Callie's going to be knocked. Callie's going to be thirsted. Oh, Cost! Tito, Cost! Where did he get hit from? Patron in a better area than said is going to actually get a knock, but Apex is going to be the last player alive now, as we see Feb actually push up aggressively, and it sort of paid off.
Yeah, it did overall pay off for the side of Dark Army, all things considered. But they want to try and finish this side of WcK off, in my eyes, because WcK, they're definitely not going to give up. Apex, Patron, last 2 players standing, using that sniper to try and get a little bit of damage off, but Apex suffers his own. The circle does shift down towards the southwest on the side now, so it does look like it's heading a little bit away from the snow, and that river is in play, to be fair, Verdict, and that river is definitely going to be tricky to handle, because water slows you down. You can maneuver around it, but it does slow you down, and it does force some rotations to go against you, depending on where you are in the map. So it's something that these teams will have to consider.
We're actually to see an aggressive push now from Dark Army as they get on their snowboards. It's appropriate because we're actually in snow now to see snowboards. And the chase and pursue is going to ensue as Legend's going to be running for his life. We're going to have a full WcK army coming through as we see the revive flight come through. Legend still being tracked by my guy Patron. Patron's actually going to fall back. So interesting choice as he has action from the backside there. It doesn't look like Tito and Legend were actually able to get a regen on or tags for their teammates here. So interested to see how that pans out, as you know, you're on the brink of elimination, and we do see some reses here. So KS Pitbull rather is actually going to get some kills, and Shadow is actually going to get on the board as well. UME, one of those teams that we've talked about recently.
Just looking over, you got UME in the feed. They're looking for the last players of Team 12. Fritz is low. He's actually bleeding out, but Live for Death is going quite aggressive towards that rock where the 2 players of Team 12 are. It's going to fire those shots off. He is going to get one knockdown. That's very nicely done. Reloads his gun. He's going to have to be very careful as he slides away. It's a good aggression coming out from Live for Death, but he's got to make sure that he's supported by the rest of his team. This is UME, not afraid to take these fights. In comes a squad wipe. The kills fire on through with the support of H-Boy. UME dudes are duding it through on this game, and hey, very good effort from themselves.
Very great effort indeed, and our guys over at UME absolutely putting on for their team as they're up to 4 kills now on the board. We're going to take a look back at WcK EU as they are on a brink of some revitalization. They're up to 4-man now. Haven't seen that all day from them, so interested to see how this pans out. Vanish actually going to take some action. I'm going to go ahead and sneak back up there as I don't see anything coming from the side of WcK. They are on the outdoors of Team 9, but SCE, Mr. Wise, and Arb Warrior going to go down to Broken and Vanish. That might be a wipe from them, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh man, we're also gonna have to fight 2.0 between Wicked and this side of Dark Army as those revives they come through for Wicked, so they do have that push Apex onto noobs, which is definitely very healthy, and now they're gonna fire forward. But the thing is, the players of Dark Army, they're a little bit scattered, a little bit split up, so that's actually allowing some of them to survive and disengage away. And yeah, 3-man team of Dark Army are going to just disperse away from Wicked. Nice aggression, nice teamwork from Wicked as well.
Absolutely, we see them regen, and I did see the guys over at Dark Army actually get the tags for their teammates, which is a great sign. One of them actually went down before he even landed, if I'm not mistaken. So Noobs does go down. We're gonna see some shots onto this wetland area right outside. We're gonna see that building get banged off the rip, and WcK EU on a verge of some more kills and devastation, up to 9 kills off the rip so far.
Also, Asuna got taken out by LL. LL, they're only on 1 kill. It's not 27 kill game, so to speak, that we saw in the last game, but they are on 1. Still up as a full squad down on the south eastern side of the circle that shifted over to the northwest in a bit of a crazy fashion in amongst the snow. This fight is going on between LL and Team 13. Oh my lord, oh my lord. Panther family just got panthered upon, and another kill for LL as they're up to 3.
They are up to 3. It's not 27, but guys, bear with them. They can't put 27 on the board every game. I mean, I'm sure they could try and find a way to do that, but we can't ostracize them for not putting 27 on the board every game. With that being said, we are going to see them continue this. They have a very powerful position on the map. They're on the skinny side of the circle. They don't have any rush to push up to the zone, and they have a little bit of top control. They have one team in our guys over at RedMoon who are rotating in. Richard Rawlin team going to be looking. Oh man, come on now. What is going on, emulator? Let me get to Richard Rawlin team. They're going to be fighting this Team 7. And my guys over at Legiao going to take some fire real quick. Vanish and Ackman going to take some kills on the UME. UME's actually going to be wiped there, so I'm looking at the feed.
What?
It looked like UME is actually going to get wiped off the rip.
Oh, yes. They are. They've got taken out by, as far as I know, this side of AMK. AMK, one of the favorites in this BR event, are up to 9 kills in this game coming in from the south side. Apologies, we kind of missed for the majority of that fight, but man, AMK, they're so quick to not only take a fight but finish that fight. That, man, we blink and we miss it from that point of view, right? It is just so good from AMK.
So good from AMK indeed, as we see them on the board early. We saw them in game 2 with a sneaky snake finish, which was I have to say probably one of the best finishes in my BR experience. I started off as a BR player myself, so I had a lot of BR experience prior to any casting in the events, but I swapped over to MP, and you've all seen how that's resulted in. We are going to see LateEsports actually going to get some kills onto that WcK team. We're going to spectate WcK as they are out. LateEsports full squad takes out the guys over at WcK EU. They find themselves in a very profitable position inside of this building. And like I said, this zone is going to be an interesting one to see how it pans out. We were expecting it to be a little further north, right? It isn't. It's actually right in the outskirts of Ski Town and on the outskirts of Outpost, so kind of like an in-between.
Oh, man. This is crazy. My game did crash, so I had to restart it again. But as this next circle is going to shift up, 11 teams left, 34 players, and it's going to go right into Outpost, baby. It's a city finish. No open ending as AMK, they are going to go close to Team 4. Let's switch on over to that verdict because I want to see that fight break through.
Absolutely. That's going to be, you said Team 4, right? So,
yeah, AMK going up against the side of AKA.
We're seeing a knock from Nam right there, taking down Ackman. Ackman's not going to be thirsted, to my knowledge, so we're going to switch over to the... Yeah, he is, actually. That's going to be a thirst. Broken and vanished, the last two players alive for this AMK roster. They're kind of split apart, which is not a good sign. Yeah. So that's definitely not a position you want to be in. Obviously, they know what they're doing, though, so they're going to be getting the tags, getting a little bit of breathing room.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what...
And their teammates are, as far as you know, are regenerating, will be coming back into this game. So I think that will allow them to stay up as a full squad. So that's pretty healthy for AMK.
That is definitely healthy. They're actually going to be one of the few remaining teams. We got 3 teams remaining that, oh no, 4 remaining, 5 remaining teams. Jesus, there's a lot of remaining, like, full roster teams. We got AMK, RedMoon. We're going to see Team 3, which is our guys over at Fansegy. They are actually going to be in full effect. DBZ Light is actually going to be taking some shots. Light Scene going to be taking out some what looks like zombies, but we are going to see them taking some action on the outskirts of this this little city site. AMK going to get some more kills. Broken taking out 1. Zerotom taking out Bluer from LateEsports, and AKA is down to 1 player. We're going to see Ackman actually go down early before he even lands. He's going to be taken down. So, interesting to see how this thing pans out.
It is, man, AMK, they're on 7 kills. In my eyes, we kind of got to center most of these fights around this team right now because they're looking so good. Power goes down from R9. You've got LL, unfortunately, under pressure. I think they're down to 3 because you got Team 3 fighting up against them as the blue zone is hitting it. Yeah, indeed, Team 7 LL, they are doing what they can to hold on in this game.
Are indeed, but with 1 player in this final area, it's definitely possible.
Yeah,
it's just in this particular zone, you can't hide in the grass. It's not something you could do. It's not something that you know, you're going to be exposed as soon as players walk up on you. So we're not going to see a Game 2 finish here in Game 4. Unfortunately, we are going to see these teams duke it out for what it's worth. Now, we're going to see a little bit more cover, though. So no grass. Keep in mind that grass definitely going to play effect in how people rotate in. And I'm going to zoom in on this circle as much as I can. We see Team 7 and 3 actually going to be in a bit of an altercation there, as 3 is going to be our guys over at Fansegy Spriggan. So Fansegy Spriggan is going to be on the brink of elimination here, as Siyah is actually going to be the last player alive. He's going to rotate in before he takes his gunfight with our guys from Legiao, and Legio's on top of that tower. Not going to spot Suzak. Suzak going to rotate. Legiao Payday is going to be on the other side of this wall. He might be able to get some shots onto Suzak. Suzak is actually going to go down to shadow, so Zerotom is going to be the last player alive for that roster, and as I say that, we are actually going to see him wiped, so that is actually going to be a GG from him. WcK taking some fights here from AMK. Team 2, Team 1 duking it out. WcK eliminated. 3 teams left. 9 players alive.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Really good stuff. Also loving DBZ. DBZ are going to have a bit of a pinch coming on through between them and Team 7, but LL are going to be left with just Payday. Surprise got surprised, but Payday on to Broken. just to put the side of AMK down to just 2 players, and that leaves DBZ with the man advantage, with the body advantage, but not before. DBZ is gonna lose 1. Chris is gonna really do a fantastic job of getting that kill and then joining up with the rest of his team, and Chris is gonna go for that drop fire shot all off the back of Ackman providing that support. And oh my lord, DBZ down to 1. AMK are unstoppable.
They're unstoppable. They're up to 16 kills, my guy. 16 kills. As long as they don't take... Oh, Payday got a man advantage. Payday is going to be taken down by the Storm, but not before he takes some shots onto Christie's. Ackman's going to be the last player alive. It's a 1v1. Lyteen and Ackman here. Lyteen going to take some first initial shots. The zombies are going to force him out of his position. Lyteen is going to get the better of the fight. DBZ is going to win game 4.
Insane. So close from AMK. Like, honestly, they were really powerful in that game. I think over 16 kills or 17 kills coming on through in that game, but I thought DBZ were going to be out of it. But off the back of Legiao Lusitana taking down one of the AMK players, being that thorn in the side, as I like to call it, that was really, unfortunately, the downfall for this side of AMK. And when you're getting down to 3 or 4 teams, that's what it can be like, right? You think you have a bit of control. It can be frantic. It can be crazy. And, you know, that team on the side that you're maybe not be expecting or you thought you wiped out wasn't the case. And that's where it overall ended up hurting AMK in their push to be first place in this game. But I tell you absolutely what, there's no doubt that AMK are the team to look out for across all these games, across the next coming weeks, because, you know, there's a reason why they're one of the most supported teams as well. I'm so impressed with them.
I have to say, dude, this is my first time, guys, bear with me. This is the first time, believe it or not, first time I've ever watched an EU competitive BR event. Now, I have to say, I've had a little bit of experience with NA competitive BR events. I have to say, the level of competition in EU is much closer than it is in NA. I'm not saying NA is worse than EU or better than EU. What I'm saying is the games are a bit more competitive. The level of competition is pretty fair across the board. NA is a bit lopsided with the amount of teams. You got WcK, Wicked Main, Wicked Sun, Splinter. All you guys don't know these guys. You already know what's up. So all I'm saying is, in the EU comp scene for Battle Royale, I'm very impressed with how it's turning out. It's a very even spread. We're seeing a multitude of teams get kills. It is something that is going to keep you highly engaged because you never know who's going to win. And we've seen 4 different teams win 4 different games. So
that's true. But you know, it's not about just winning the game, right? And yeah, you bring up a good point, and anybody can win. But like outside of AMK, also, you know, LL, Legiao Lusitana, man, they won the last game. They finished 3rd in this game, and they still pick up
12 kills.
7, 10, 12 kills.
Yep.
You know, so that's 27 kills in the last game, 12 kills in this game. That is 39 kills in 2 games, along with 2 pretty massive placement results. You know, that's what I'm looking for, right? I'm not just looking for the team that can win the game. I'm looking for the team that's going to be able to game in, game out, week in, week out, perform at a high standard, get that strong result, be in the top 4, top 5, because that will always, I repeat, always reward you in the overall standings way more than just claiming that win.
Absolutely. And I have to agree with you on that. But with that being said, it's just like, I still have to, you know, go back to my first thing. You do see these teams continuously put up, you know, multiple or double-digit kills, 10, 15, 27. Yes. 27, that's an odd number to jump to. I wonder who did that, Legiao. Yeah, with that being said, I still feel like the level of competition here is a lot closer. You know, when you look at the NA comp scene for multiplayer even, it's pretty top-heavy. You have like 2 or 3 teams that continuously dominate the competitive scene, and you got others who just kind of are you know, bringing up the rear, and it's a heavy drop off. Here, it's so much you see the same team slaying out, but you also see teams that are putting up, multiple numbers. I don't see a single team with 0 kills. They were not wiped out early. I've seen that all too often in some of the NA events. Like, multiple teams get 0 kills. So we're seeing, one team get 10, 20, 30 kills, a game, and then we have like 3 or 4 teams have 0 kills. Here, I mean, even at the very bottom of the board, you still got some competitive numbers. So 9 kills from a 12th place finish. That's just something to make notice of. So definitely want to make sure that you guys are aware of what we see in the NA comp scene. You guys probably already know what's going on. I'm just going off of what I've seen and what I've noticed, and I have to say it's definitely kept me entertained and intertwined with the cast. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's actually going to be the conclusion of our first ever BR Mobile Mayhem. Thoughts, Imperium?
Frantic, crazy, wild, kill heavy, but also a little bit more refined than maybe I expected. And I'm hoping that as we get through the weeks, development in play style and an evolution in play styles will really shine through, to be honest.
Can I get it? We are going to conclude our stream here, guys. Bear with us. We on a 5-minute delay, so by the time you guys see this, it'll already be over. But with that being said, we're going to find someone in the raid. Stick around. Should be maybe here in the next few minutes. So, guys, appreciate you. Thank you for coming out and supporting us. We'll see you next time.